Kiss FM. Panic at the Disco.
That was Havana.
There you go. Going back to David Spade is just rocked in.
I don't know any songs.
You don't. Come on.
I know the Kiki. It's on Instagram. I can't take that one anymore.
David Spade has just walked in. Did you? And forgive me for not knowing. Did you do the Kiki dance, the In My Feelings challenge?
I did not. I just started pushing my friends out of cars. I couldn't take it anymore. Just push them off a cliff. Anything that just stops it. I don't know. It's you know, the challenges are sort of funny to see. That's something that it wasn't growing up.
Yeah.
Anything ridiculous, and then but everyone's just so bored. I get it. It's just something to do, and then you show off for your friends, and you go, "Oh, I get it. I do it too." And I was gonna do that. The one with the dog where you throw the blanket up.
Oh yeah, I tried that. I couldn't get it.
But I was gonna do it with Charlotte McKinney, where I trick her and then I do it, and then she doesn't get what's going on, and then she starts looking around, and she goes, "I'm calling 911." So I started to do it, but it wasn't. Whatever. Anyway,
did you? I did hear you are ranting about these bird scooters, right? Like I saw
a
a picture
little
of you
bit.
on
You know,
one.
I get heated about different things.
All
But
right, so what? These are these scooters. They're called birds. Maybe they have other names in other places, but they are. You get them on an app on your phone. You ride them. Where do you ride them? Nobody knows. And
where they came from, some big bird is hatching them, because I never knew. I just one day they're all over the place. I don't even hate them. I just think it's funny that Beverly Hills obviously is annoyed by it, so they have a new thing where they're banning them out of the blue. Just they're banned.
Well, they're laying even.
They just lay down and walk away. It's so weird.
I don't understand. I really, truly, maybe it's because I'm not 18 anymore, but I don't understand the concept that these things come. Then you can leave them anywhere, and someone just comes and takes it, and no one steals them.
The bird collectors collect them.
You can't start them, but you can steal them, but you can't like start them up unless you have an app. I guess.
Yeah.
But the fact that you're calling them the bird collector, Tanya, makes me worry.
And you can actually have like charging stations. Like you could be like a bird charging station. You pick them up wherever they are, and then
I
you
get
charge
the bikes in New York. I sort of understood that easier. It was still a big concept that you just drive it somewhere and park it, but they had racks.
Yeah, these you can leave.
These you
literally
just
anywhere.
dump it. I see them. They look like they're dead. It's like casualties are just in front of a restaurant. I go, is this normal? Is there just? But you can't. I try to steal them, but you have to drag them so far. It's too much work.
Yeah, I saw the photo. Did you watch The Bachelorette?
No, I watched Paradise. I did. I fizzled out halfway through.
You did. So you didn't see the Becca and Garrett embrace moment at the end?
No, was it gross?
It was fine, but I watched for a little bit, and I liked this guy. I actually didn't know if I liked him. Then he came in, and we talked to this guy, Jason. Was he on the Paradise?
He
Was he on Paradise?
No, he's not on Paradise.
Oh, no, he didn't make that cut. They make a, meal out of it. Like, they do it, and then they don't even really want to make the end because then they're married and it's boring. So they want to flip it over to the island, and then they're a lifer. You know what I mean? Then if they hook up with another bachelor, then they're like a bigger star because there are two of them together. So it's really a whole cycle that goes by, and it drives me bananas, and I can't look away.
What they do on Paradise this week? I don't watch that one.
Oh, that's the one to watch.
Oh, Paradise is great because then they just get the most ridiculous people from all the seasons. And they jam. They're all like different versions of stars on the shows, and then they jam them together. And anybody that hated each other, of course, is together.
Right.
And then they all it's an F fest. If
They
you can
just
say.
hook
It's just
up,
like
literally.
It's like a Toyota F-a-thon, and they just go on and on every day. And they're like, "Hey, tag team, now you." And all right, this is Havana.
This is Kiss. So
that was Havana.
I'm sweating. No, was that Havana? No, that was The Weeknd. So I'm sweating from laughing.
The only song I know in the last 7 years is Havana.
Cabello?
Yeah.
What did you see in the screen?
Havana, blah, blah, blah.
What did you see in the screen?
Oh, there was a weather report, but there's a lake that looks sort of like a wiener.
Yeah.
And then it looked like it was a wiener warning because the sound was off. And it was like sort of floating up. They were panning over it. So, but everybody's safe.
All right,
everybody's safe.
Right.
It was just.
All right. So So first of all, the Netflix movie Father of the Year.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about that.
Father of the Year is one that Sandler came to me with. But he's not in it. I did the do-over with him, which was great for me, and loved it on Netflix. It was rated R. This one's a hard R again, mostly just because language, you know what I mean. But it's about two kids. They told me I have a kid in it, and I've never had a kid in them. I go, oh, cool. I got to carry a baby around. They go, well, he's 18. I go, my kid's 18?
I can't be that guy.
I go, how old am I? And they're like, you're old, dude. I don't know if you've Googled yourself. So I have a kid, and then his best friend and his nerdy dad, Nat Faxon, who's a great actor, they get drunk and say, I bet my dad could beat up your dad, like the old kids used to do. And then I take it very seriously because I'm a drunk New Hampshire dad with no job. So I fight him the whole movie.
And is this another in a series?
No, it's just
you said there's something else coming?
No, it's a solo movie that is out right now, and it's doing great for Netflix. They never tell you exactly, but they just say they're very happy.
They hide
it's
all
a
their
bit
figures,
cloaky,
but
yeah. When a lot of people from there are calling you, it's going good. Because I've done ones that don't do good, and it's crickets. I mean, they just act like you didn't do it.
And what's the other thing you were
Warning Shot,
doing?
they told me this morning, I did a thriller kind of drama about
that's cool.
About a year or so ago, and it just coming out in September. So I think I've got it up on my, Twitter and all my stuff. I think there's a long trailer out today, but it's like James Earl Jones and Frank Whaley and Tammy Blanchard. It's sort of a serious one, but I got a part in it, and it's just a different move.
You're playing a different kind of character.
Yeah. I mean, me playing a drunk dad was the first stretch I did, and I had a New Hampshire accent, which is basically
which is what?
A combination of New Hampshire, Maine, and bad acting.
Tri-state.
Yeah, it's all that area, Boston a bit. And then I had a dialect coach. Oh, boy. They were like, this guy's going to be acting? But, I struggled through it, and the movie turned out funny. But Warning Shot, I'm the grandson of Bruce Dern, and I'm a bad guy. So that's a fun one to do because I never do that
different.
stuff. Yeah, it's a little smaller.
I was just playing some of the clips earlier from Polaroid Guy in a Snapchat World.
Oh, yeah.
This is an audiobook, which is out now.
Yeah.
And in it, I was listening to you talk about prom.
Oh, yeah, that one's dirty.
Well, I stopped.
Well, it's not really that dirty. It was how I was, you might have been this way, I'm guessing. But I was sort of in friend jail from when I was born till about I got famous. So it was a good run there where I just could not get anything going. And the prom, I asked a girl, and it was like a real Hail Mary, like I liked her and she knew it. And I was like, the prom might flip it for me where she knows I really like her, but I was just a buddy. And then the night I picked her up, I was at her house. It was 110 degrees, and I have my wilty little flower I'm giving her. And and I'm waiting, and she's late, and I'm like drenched in my tux. And then I hear, I hear some Van Halen. And then she's dating a guy in college. And he comes up in his Camaro and is like, sprays gravel. I peek over the fence, and they're Frenching. Full makeout from a tennis. They're playing tennis. And then he's like, later, babe. Love you, babe. She's like, yeah. And then she turns on the corner and sees me and goes, is that tonight? And I go, the prom I've been writing in my diary about for 6 months? Yeah, it's tonight. And she goes, give me 2 seconds. And she runs in and grabs like the dress out of the dry cleaning thing. No, hair's wet. Let's go. When do we got to be at Chili's or whatever? Which I think we were literally going to Chili's.
Right.
And then I go, she goes, no, it's cool. And now my bead of sweat is like, pew, but that one was a tear. And then we get in, and then the whole night. And by the way, it was great it wasn't today, because if she had her phone, she'd be texting the guy the whole time. Click, miss you. Can't believe you have $10 an hour in your construction job.
See, these are the stories, and this is the reason you are who you are today.
Yeah.
I mean, in a way, I had different things happen to me like that,
Yeah.
but it's the reason I feel like I tried to do a million things in my career life.
Right. Are we making up for it? Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. I'm just saying, like, there are things that happen when you're a child that, like, they scar you and they drive you to do something.
There is something about everyone I know that's done all right. And I don't even know if you're included because you have done very well, but I don't know if you grew up like Sandler and Chris Rock and, Katie and Andy, my brother. And they grew up public school, not really any money.
Yeah.
And there's always sort of no safety net. There's a feel that you do have to work. You do have to do stuff. There is a stress, but it sort of drives you. And, Beyonce's kid, they make him do a lemonade stand. The kid's like, cool, great. Can I just get my $100 million check? Or you have to go through the motions.
It's a different mindset.
Yeah, they know in their mind.
Yeah.
And their private schools. I don't even know if that's good either, but you have to. You got money now. Put them in private schools. Do the best. And who knows?
No, I think that is definitely part of it. So, well, listen, I know you got to run. Thanks for coming.
No, I got about an hour and a half.
Netflix movie Father of the Year, a new audiobook, Polaroid Guy, and a Snapchat World, David Spade. Great to see you.
Thank you very much, you guys. Thanks for having me.
Man.
I love it, Ryan. Bye.